Honorable Minister for Skill Development and Technical Education, Industries, Shri Sampath Chandra Swainji, Editor of News18 Odia, Shri Narendranath Janaji, Governor, Rotary, you have to give me my paper. Shri Manoj Kumar Tripathi ji, District Governor, Rotary District, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a pleasure to be part of this Education Eminence Conclave 2026 organized by News18 Odia. I congratulate the organizers for bringing together distinguished minds to deliberate on the theme Viksit Odisha, Architecture of a Knowledge-Led Renaissance. The theme is both timely and deeply relevant as Odisha and the nation move steadily towards the shared aspirations of Viksit Odisha by 2036 and Viksit Bharat by 2047. Friends, we are living in an era where the strength of a society is no longer measured merely by the abundance of natural resources, but by the richness of its knowledge, the creativity of its people, and the quality of its education. The future belongs to those societies that invest in human intellect, nurture innovation, and empower young minds with the right values and skills. In that sense, education is not simply a sector of governance, it is the very foundation upon which the destiny of a nation is built. Right education-based knowledge transforms individuals into enlightened, responsible, and productive citizens. It develops human capital, encourages innovation, strengthens democratic values, and promotes social harmony. Education equips young minds with critical thinking, creativity, compassion, and confidence. It reduces poverty, bridges inequalities, improves health awareness, and opens pathways for dignity and opportunity. A society enriched by knowledge becomes more resilient, progressive, and humane. A nation empowered by education becomes globally competitive, technologically advanced, and culturally confident. Therefore, if we truly aspire to build a developed Odisha, our greatest investment must be in education, and Odisha today is scripting a remarkable story of transformation through education-driven development. I commend the government of Odisha for according high priority to the education sector and for its determined efforts towards implementing the NEP 2020 in a comprehensive manner. The emphasis on mother tongue based learning, skill development, digital empowerment, research orientation, and multidisciplinary education reflects a visionary approach towards building a future-ready generation. Initiatives such as Panchasaka Sikya Setu, and the Godabarisha Mishra Adarsha Pradhamika Vidyalaya scheme are strengthening the foundations of school education across the state. Special attention to tribal education and inclusion through programs like Madho Singh Hath Karcha demonstrates the government's commitment that no child should be deprived of education due to social or economic barriers. The expansion of skill development initiatives and institutions such as the World Skills Center are preparing our youth not merely for jobs but for leadership in emerging sectors of the global economy. I think the organizers have rightly chosen the World Skills Center to be given the award today. These efforts are not merely administrative measures, they are investments in the intellectual wealth of society. They will strengthen the intellectual pool of Odisha, foster innovation and entrepreneurship, and contribute significantly towards the realization of Vikasit Odisha. Education, when combined with values, vision and opportunity, has the power to transform an entire civilization. Friends, Odisha has always been a land of wisdom, spirituality and cultural brilliance. From the timeless teachings of Lord Jagannath's universal philosophy to the intellectual legacy of our saints, poets and reformers, this soil has always celebrated learning and enlightenment. Today, we are called upon to carry forward that legacy into the modern age through a new renaissance powered by knowledge, technology and innovation. In this context, I also appreciate News18 Odia for organizing this important conclave. Media institutions play a significant role in shaping public consciousness. I think in today's world, today's India, media has a major role. We are facing the challenges because of West Asia conflict. We don't know when that issue is going to be resolved. Because of the problem of some two other countries in the world, now the entire world is facing the crisis, including India. You might have heard Honorable Prime Minister advising all the citizens to take a few steps. Number one, because India is totally dependent up to 85 to 90% of crude imports, the crude dependence on India must be minimized. That is the first task everybody has to think about. For that, Honorable Prime Minister advised to switch over from petrol, diesel, automotives to the electrical vehicles. We are aware that Delhi administration has taken a step that the state will not register any other vehicle in two-wheelers other than electrical vehicles. Slowly the transformation will come. Similarly, government is taking lot of steps to have the ethanol blending in petrol. Now we have come up to 20%. That means 20% of that quantity is reduced for the import. Then he advised all the citizens to postpone the buying of gold at least for 1 year, not permanently. It is only for 1 year. I think this also we should keep in mind. He also advised to postpone the foreign travel if it is not emergent, at least by 1 year. And another advice he is giving is always, I think I am hearing from the last 1 year, Honorable Prime Minister is advising that India is going to face the major problem of obesity. The obesity problem can be reduced by reducing the usage of edible oil in our kitchens. We are importing edible oils from our neighboring countries to the extent of 1,60,000 crores. Being an agricultural country, we should not import the agriculture commodity to that extent. Therefore, government is taking steps to improve the production of oil seeds by implementing palm oil mission, and some other steps are being taken. Therefore, Prime Minister is advising, keeping in view of the health of individuals. That is what we think. But he is having another thing in mind. To improve the health of the Indian economy also, you have to reduce the usage of edible oils. As you are aware, keeping in view of these things, Lok Bhavan Odisha is implementing certain measures. We have replaced all petrol, diesel vehicles in the governor's carpet about a year ago. We are using only electrical vehicles. We are generating solar power on the rooftops of the Lok Bhavan buildings. I think from next month onwards, the campus is going to be net zero. That means we need not pay any electricity bill because we are generating our own power through solar energy. And Government of India is implementing beautiful scheme for the benefit of every house, for every citizen. That is Pradhan Mantri Suryagar Bijli Yojana. Every house can become a solar power generator. To install solar rooftop system, Government of India is providing for 3 kilowatt system about 78,000 rupees. Not only the Government of India's subsidy, Government of Odisha is implementing the subsidy scheme for rooftop scheme to the extent of 60,000 for 3 kilowatts. 3 kilowatts means you will be able to generate 12 units per day of power. I don't know how many of you have taken steps to install rooftop solar systems on your houses. But this is the time you think about installing these rooftop power systems, solar systems, to generate at least a part of the power what you consume. You generate something and contribute to the power generation. You shift your vehicle to electric vehicle. Increase the power of the solar rooftop system. You generate electricity, you use the electricity to charge your electrical vehicle. Your total transport costs are going to be zero. You need not complain that crude is not available. The diesel and petrol costs are going to be increased. I think all these problems can be avoided by just simply taking 2-3 steps and follow them and follow the advice of Honorable Prime Minister, you will be saved of cost escalations. I sincerely appeal all the people to consider the appeal of Honorable Prime Minister and try to implement as far as possible. Beyond journalism, platforms such as News18 Odia are contributing meaningfully towards creating an informed, enlightened and progressive society by initiating dialogues on education, development and nation building. Such forums encourage the exchange of ideas, inspire young minds and strengthen collective commitment towards social progress. As we move ahead, our universities, schools, research institutions and policy makers must work together with a shared sense of purpose. We must create an ecosystem where innovation is encouraged, research is celebrated, and learning remains connected with the needs of society. Our youth should not merely seek employment. They should become creators of knowledge, builders of institutions, and architects of a better future. The journey towards Vikasit Odisha is not only an economic mission, it is a civilizational mission. It calls for renaissance of ideas, values, creativity and collective aspirations. This renaissance must begin in our classrooms, flourish in our universities and ultimately shape the soul of our society. I am confident that with the energy of our youth, the dedication of our teachers, the vision of our policy makers, and the collective will of our people, Odisha will emerge as a beacon of knowledge, innovation, and cultural confidence for the entire nation. Let this conclave become a catalyst for a new knowledge-led renaissance that inspires every young mind to dream, to innovate, and to serve society with excellence and integrity. Together, let us build an Odisha that is enlightened in thought, empowered through education, and prosperous through knowledge. Thank you. Vande Utkala Janani. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for your gracious presence and the speech that has inspired many. ଏବେ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରିବି ନ୍ୟୁଜ୍ 18ର ଏଡିଟର ନରେନ୍ଦ୍ର ଜେନାଙ୍କୁ ମଞ୍ଚ ଉପରକୁ ଆସି ମନ୍ତ୍ରୀ ସମ୍ପତ ସ୍ୱାଇଁଙ୍କୁ ସମ୍ବର୍ଦ୍ଧିତ କରିବେ। ଏବେ ଜାତୀୟ ସଙ୍ଗୀତକୁ ସମ୍ମାନ ପ୍ରଦର୍ଶନ ପୂର୍ବକ ଗାନ ସମୟରେ ଠିଆ ହେବା ପାଇଁ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରିବି। ନ୍ୟାସନାଲ ଆନ୍ଥେମ୍ ପ୍ଲିଜ୍। राज्यपाल महोदय मध्य उपस्थित थिले एवं निजर व्यस्तबहुलता मध्यरु टिके समय काढी आसिले एवं न्यूज 18 ओडिया सहित एते गुड़िए विषय शेयर कले निहाती भाବରେ आपण आम सहित उपस्थित रहिले सर सेथिपाई थैंक यू सो मच योर ग्रेसियस प्रेजेंस हैज एडेड ग्रेट डिग्निटी एंड इंस्पिरेशन टू टुडेज गैदरिंग आगको मध्ये आमे कार्यक्रम जारी रखिबो एवं वर्तमान राज्यपाल महोदय आम गहणर विदाय नेउछंती एवं मंत्री को मध्ये अनुरोध करिबे आगको कार्यक्रम जारी रहबो मंत्री मध्ये आम सहित उपस्थित रहिबे पुणी थरे विदाय दे राज्यपाल को पुणी थरे मंत्री मध्ये आम सहित उपस्थित रहिबे आमे आगामी समय रे विभिन्न शिक्षा